maintained this lead, and also they dominated on the glass.
Juju Watkins, the star of the show, entering this game with a couple of early three-pointers, and Watkins for USC with 11 in that first half. As we look at the numbers, the points off turnovers, massive for a Trojans team that shot 39% in the opening 20 minutes.
When you get points off turnovers, you're generating so much momentum for yourself, and you're not allowing your opponent to get into any sort of offensive rhythm. Rutgers had zero offensive flow in that first half. They turned it over. USC was able to score and completely dictate pace in the first half.
Now, if you're Rutgers, it's a team without McMillan. What they'll be going forward is to be determined. Right into the gauntlet to begin Big Ten play with bosses at Wisconsin and then against Ohio State and at Maryland. And now Juju Watkins and USC retake the floor, fourth in the AP poll. And you mentioned the defense during this 9-game winning streak. Yeah, opponent scoring 53 points per game while she does what she does best, too. USC the win against Nebraska Wednesday at the Galen
Welcome
Center.
back to the Jersey Mike's Arena, and whoa, and wow, we're in the lead by a whopping lead. What an early turnover, and what an early three that we start.
Off the skip pass, zone has to shift.
We're on a roll, hot start with this.
Going to open three, and then another turnover. That was a unforced error. You got to be smarter with the ball at taking it out and communicate.
Von Oelhoffen finds a wide open
Three again. Another three for our USC Trojans. Another three for our USC Trojans. We're in the huge whopping lead. Oh. And we're good. So I'm going to tell you, but oh, and we're rooting for USC Trojans. Wow. I want to say we're taking to our largest lead of the night. Would it be great if we make another three or something like that? I mean, if we make it to 100. And for Rutgers, I know it's one of my favorite teams, but it's still one of my favorite teams, but they have to face up on a lot of things. Like, whatever that is, what's their key takeaway from this game? Maybe a lot of mistakes they have to face up, you know?
Rutgers in place of Sidibe. And Sidibe again with the cast on her left leg. Only her fourth came back after missing all of last year. USC extends their pressure. And it's trouble for the Scarlet Knights. Another turnover for the home side.
Well, nobody's moving in a black jersey. To break a press, you have to pass the ball. Hit the middle, hit the sides, get the ball up as soon as possible, so you're forcing the press to scramble. And USC has all the time in the world to get set and trap.
Watkins, Von Oelhoffen, Smith, Iriafen, and Marshall for USC. The length alone is so impressive. Almost lost. Marshall recovers it. Marshall fires with a jab step and strokes it good.
And we're in the lead by
right here has been really hard
32.
to figure out how to pass over.
Rutgers got lots of work to do right now. And we stole it away. I gets to go with the three and the foul and then one. We're taking it to a very largest lead. I really definitely love this team. And it was a turnover.
And USC's been aggressive with it coming out, and they've been able to score nearly every possession since this quarter began. And right there, you see it's a foul. Watkins finishes through the contact.
And Juju Watkins with 13 now. Megan, Rutgers, listen, a tough outing here tonight, to say the least, without McMillan. But they're out of sorts and almost trying to find a way. What do we do? Who's the person we lean on? It just has not been there from the outset here tonight for the Scarlet Knights. And Mason as we say that with a nice answer for Rutgers in their first points here in the third.
Scarlet Knights finally able to break the press because they moved with some pace. Lacey driving in, taking the bump, and then keeping her shoulders to the basket. So she's got a shot to get back squared up and finish the play.
4 years at Boston College for Lacey from Douglasville, Pennsylvania. She's playing 30 minutes a game for Coquise Washington. Off the miss, Adams going back up. And this time recovered by Von Oelhoffen. Skips it along. Nice catch, Smith. Broke off. Marshall the cleanup.
I get to go, and a foul, and a one again.
Has been Johnny on the spot throughout this entire game when it comes to rebound putbacks. She's active, she hunts the ball well, and she keeps it nice and high. Swanna Smith, the shot almost went. It's a good look by Kennedy Smith. Keeps the ball nice and high, doesn't allow the shot to get blocked. I love the experience that she brings to the floor for Lindsay Gottlieb's crew. So much of the Skyview Portland play USC is focused on Juju Watkins and Kiki Iriafen, but Rhea Marshall is just as dangerous when you leave her and give her any space.
Reached 2,000 career rebounds earlier, and there's the space. And
A three for our USC Trojans again.
That's not a shot she takes offense. The bench absolutely lost their minds when that went up.
That was her second made three this season. She's 2 for 3.
That's gonna lead the nation in three-point shooting percentage, probably.
54-16 Trojans. Stipe, nice to the basket for Rutgers. Off the Marshall screen, Von Oelhoffen. Iriafen in the box out for the rebound. Juju Watkins, bumped, fires, misses.
Aww.
I mean, the strength there against Lacey who went flying.
And that's another thing. You know, Watkins, she's strong. She's got great size, like a 6'2" guard. You're going to be a lot bigger than most of the other backcourts you match up against. It's a problem. USC is a tough matchup for a lot of teams because of their length and size.
Tough turnaround by Cornwell. And the goal is the Final Four and beyond for USC. That close last year in what was a thriller in the Elite Eight against Connecticut as Stipe is whistled for Rutgers. And that's her second, the fourth on the Scarlet Knights early in this third quarter. Epic game in Portland last year. The Huskies prevailed late against USC. But then the Trojans with a measure of revenge a couple weeks back in Hartford.
This is what Lindsay Gottlieb wants to see in her team, a team that continues to get better every single month. You look back at that Notre Dame loss, Notre Dame exposed some weaknesses for USC, and of course Kennedy Smith didn't play in that game. But then you have a huge win over UConn on the road, nonetheless, right before Christmas, which winning before the holidays is huge. The food tastes better, the presents are better to unwrap, all of the things. But this USC team just continues to get on the same page with their chemistry. So many new players in this starting lineup, and you're seeing the gelling happen. You're seeing how well they play in transition with each other because now they've had real on-court reps with one another.
And we spoke to members of the USC staff. Their flight was delayed after that win against Connecticut. Now, when you win a game like that, you could be delayed for hours. Doesn't matter.
Thank goodness they won that game because that would have been the most brutal trip home. Connecticut to LA.
And the captain would have to lay down the law at some point. Enough. Rutgers with 10 to shoot. Stipe out by Watkins. It's Adams denied. Gets it back. 1 to shoot for Rutgers. And a strip by Watkins. Has numbers. Juju, no looker. Layup is good for Smith.
The smoothness from Juju Watkins on that play just held the ball an extra second. The defense committed to her, and that led to a more open opportunity down low.
Like there's no panic ever.
Ever.
This quarter, USC 19 to 4 in over 4 minutes. Now Stipe kept her foot down, but gives it right to Watkins. Watkins pull for three.
A three again for our USC Trojans.
And now it's 17.
Now it's going to be a timeout by Rutgers.
And Rutgers with the timeout here in the third.
They have lots of work to do.
Is as good as advertised. She's smooth, she's patient. She's barely looking at the ball and somehow ends up getting a steal. You gotta check Juju Watkins, she's gonna make you pay.